Welcome to the video. My name is JC Rangel, and I'm going to be breaking down the Zeta presentation. Let's get started. So first and foremost, what are we selling? We are selling people the opportunity to have 6G speeds at their home through our Wi-Fi 7 mesh router. It is a whole home mesh system with multi-gigabit speeds. So here's what happens. They install the Zeta Wi-Fi router and the AI Edge node at their home. And what it does is that it shares bandwidth. It runs decentralized AI tasks, stores encrypted data, and routes traffic. And once again, gives them equivalent of 6G speeds, and it increases their range of their Wi-Fi up to 5,000 square feet. So very often, one of the problems that people have is not only the internet speeds, but also some parts of their home may not have the same type of connectivity, the same type of speeds. That's what the products do, right? Now, here's our business model in a nutshell. Hardware sales. We sell direct to consumer or business. It increases their speed and coverage, but here's the deal. This is a Trojan horse. This is the least of what this product does. What it makes the homeowner, it makes him a mini data mining center. The customer contributes to the network, creating a decentralized data mining network. Now, who are the big players in this industry? Meta, Amazon. Amazon makes 74% of the revenue from their AWS service. Google, and Microsoft. So when the customer has this hardware in their home, they're a mini data mining center, and we compensate them. How do we compensate them? Through the Zeta native token. So the device owners earn cryptocurrency rewards by contributing to the network's growth. Now you earn commissions and residual income. Your commissions are paid to you in traditional fiat currency, traditional dollars, but your residual income per customer per life is paid to you in cryptocurrency. Now, how big is this opportunity? It is a $10 trillion opportunity. Zeta sits at the intersection of the fastest growing global markets. You've got telecommunications, $3 trillion industry. Cloud computing, $1.4 trillion. Artificial intelligence, $1.3 trillion. Web3, blockchain, and crypto, a $3.5 trillion opportunity. So let's look at this further in detail. Telecommunications, growing by 6.25% compound annual growth rate. Cloud computing, 20.4% between 2025 and 2030. Artificial intelligence, growing at a rate of 35.9% between 2025 and 2030. And then finally, cryptocurrency is estimated to reach an $11 trillion market by 2030. Okay, so now let's talk about who created this project, right? We've got a big undertaking here. It's very important that we have the right people leading this ship, right? So Mr. Kevin Ross is a pioneer in fixed wireless and decentralized networks, and he has over 30 patents. He also founded WeLink and co-founded Vivint Wireless. As a matter of fact, Kevin has a couple of government contracts because he created a technology to create fiber-like speeds at a 50th of the cost. So that's how he was able to get those government contracts. As a matter of fact, he beat out companies like AT&T, T-Mobile, and Charter. Now, his partner, Dr. Paul Raj, this gentleman, the second sentence here in his bio says it all. Basically, if you've used a cell phone in the last 20 years, you've used his MIMO technology, okay? And it's very important that we understand that the team behind the project knows what they're doing, and that is certainly an understatement when we talk about these gentlemen. So, what are we doing in a nutshell? We are creating our own decentralized data mining center and internet. And how are we doing that? Through the Wi-Fi mesh routers that we are putting in people's homes. They are creating the network. You see, every business is created by the people. Facebook is created by the people. Uber and Airbnb are created by the people, but unfortunately, they don't share a piece of it. There's no opportunity for them to share a piece of it. The way that Facebook grew and Instagram grew is because we all told each other, and the big companies made all the money. Well, we're changing that here. So let's look at some other DePIN and decentralized industries. Airbnb, over 4 million hosts and over 150 million users. Their valuation now is $50 billion. We look at Uber, over 118 million monthly active users, and they're generating 37.7 billion in revenue as of 2023. Everybody knows that Uber is a household name. So if they're able to do that with Uber and Airbnb, with homes and cars, why can't we decentralize the data mining? We absolutely can. But here's the challenges with monopoly-owned centralized infrastructures. First of all, limited access. Billions of people around the world are not connected to the internet. Data privacy. Centralized systems expose users to breaches and exploitation. The high cost as well. It's a lot more expensive. Environmental concerns. The way data centers are currently built makes them significant contributors to carbon emissions. And then finally, increasing demand. According to Goldman Sachs, a ChatGPT query needs 10 times as much electricity to process versus a traditional Google search. Now look at what Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, said. He said that Facebook users are dumb Fs for sharing data and giving up their privacy. And you know what? He's not wrong. But my point is that things can be done better. The internet as we know it, the way people share their data as we know it, guess what? That's going to change. So what's our solution? A decentralized, scalable network supercomputer owned by you and me. So we've got our XG network with integrated AI compute, network devices with built-in CPUs, GPUs, and storage to create a decentralized supercomputer. You have one, I have one, and we continue to build out. We're building out this supercomputer. It's decentralized ownership. The network is powered and owned by the community. What community? The community that owns these Wi-Fi mesh routers and these nodes. And then scalable performance. Multi-gigabit symmetric speeds today and terabit speeds in the future. So it's simple. These are the traditional mining centers. This is what Microsoft and Google and Amazon do, right? But instead of relying on large, expensive to build centralized data centers, here's what Zeta does. It interconnects small devices globally. This decentralized network reduces build out and operating costs. It eliminates the risk of centralized hacking. That's a big deal. It eliminates the demand for so much electricity consumption in one location, and therefore it results in fewer CO2 emissions. So we went through this slide earlier. I'm going to wrap this up with this. How do you participate? We purchase and sell the Wi-Fi mesh systems and the AI nodes, okay? Now, once a percentage of homes in an area adopt the Zeta product, the XG wireless repeaters can now be installed and create full community, enabling others to connect. Now communities can connect and build their own internet. That's right. So I live in Los Angeles, California, right? How many Wi-Fi mesh routers and AI nodes do we need in Los Angeles to create our own internet and our own cell phone service? By the way, I'm talking about decentralized internet and cell phone service at a fraction of the cost. We need about 5,000 of these units. That is nothing. And we have our own decentralized internet and cell phone service and Dropbox service and other services like that. So our business model, scalability through decentralization. Once again, hardware sales. Zeta has multiple revenue generation streams. What are they? Decentralized fixed internet connectivity, AI compute, cloud computing, and data storage services. Now, the tokenized ecosystem, this is what device owners earn cryptocurrency rewards for contributing to the network. So because all of these customers are putting these Zeta boxes in their home, these Wi-Fi mesh routers, not only do they get the benefit of faster internet, wider coverage, but guess what they also get? They get compensated because they are creating the network that makes all of this possible. So your new role now is owner. You are not just a consumer anymore. You are the infrastructure when you connect these products into your home. People are already using internet. Can I use faster internet? Most people can in their home and in their business. And how do they get compensated? See, ladies and gentlemen, Zeta transforms the growing AI cloud computing problem into a lucrative opportunity. Zeta hardware device owners can generate cryptocurrency tokens, the Zeta tokens, by allowing their devices to contribute to the decentralized network. In other words, you plug in, you power up, and you earn in perpetuity because you are part owner of this network. Now, this is one of my favorite slides, the Zeta Impact Program. 2/3 of the world's children do not have internet. Can you believe that? Now, when you buy a Zeta kit, you subsidize an internet connection, whether it be a village, a school, a home. Now, this is humanitarian, but it also creates opportunity for these individuals, creates opportunity for them to participate in the growing digital economy. Now, we're not building on speculation. We're talking about real world assets, real utility, and real revenues. We're not here to wait for the future. We're here to build it node by node, home by home, and block by block. So how do we get compensated? We get compensated in two ways. First of all, we make a commission on the initial sale. The price of the Wi-Fi mesh router is $1,350. However, right now we have a promotion, $675. You earn a $125 commission for every sale that you make. In addition to that, you have the option, that is a key word, ladies and gentlemen, option to build a team. If you go out and build a team, there's another $75 in coded bonus. That basically means overrides. So you could sell it by yourself, or if you know some people that have the vision, that want to do this, you could go ahead and recruit them and you override every sale that they make. Now, this is where the wealth is built. This is where the big money is. This is where the big success comes. In the 2-level Zeta token rewards match. If I sell Johnny a node, a Wi-Fi mesh router, he earns his token. Let's assume that he earned, for math's sake, 100 tokens today. I earn a 67% match because he's my customer. So if he earned 100 tokens, I earn 67. Let's say Johnny sells to his buddy Mark. Mark buys a box. Well, because Johnny referred him, Johnny earns a 67%. Guess what? I earn 33%. That's a total of 100% match on 2 levels. We have a 2-level affiliate by offering this, and this is based on their coin. Guess what? They're earning that coin in perpetuity. That means that we are earning our 67% and our 33% in perpetuity. I've met some people with the right projects similar to this that have become extremely wealthy. This is not just a regular opportunity. This is not a sales opportunity. This is something much bigger than that. And I think the right people get that. So together, we're going to create the world's most powerful community-owned network supercomputer. At this point, what you want to do is you want to get back to the person that sent you this information, that shared this information with you, get your questions answered, and let them know whether you're in or you're out. Have a nice day.